Hey guys. Alright, let me break a few things down. First of all, um, I'm not knocking Christianity, Judaism, and I'm definitely not knocking the Islamic faith, but let me break it down for you. If you guys want to pray through a prophet or to like what mediate between you and God, that's your business. Yeah, if that's what you desire. Yeah, but me personally, I talk to God direct, and that's it. There's no third party. I don't need to go through a third party to talk to God. That's it. That's how I am. All right. First of all, let me break down my theory. The way I think. All right. Not knocking anyone for what they believe. Believe what you want. This is what I believe. First of all, if you pray in Islam, let's say you're praying to the Prophet Muhammad to talk to God for you. That's actually referred to as shirk. Shirk. You can't do that. You can't go to a tombstone and pray to somebody to pray to God, for instance. That's referred to as shirk. Yeah, alright. So now, even though he was a prophet, peace be upon him, is still referred to as shirk. Alright? So you want to talk to God direct. That's the way I view it. Now, if you guys want to say, hey, everyone's entitled to what they want to believe. Alright? If you want to believe that God was nothing but a living man, that's up to you. Personally, I view that as one of the devil's biggest tricks, to make you believe that God was nothing but a living man, and then you start to think blasphemous. You start to think you can be. You see what I'm saying? It's one of the devil's biggest tricks. And the other biggest trick that the devil does is make you believe that he doesn't exist. Alright? That's what I believe. You believe whatever you want to believe. I'm not say badly anything about you. But let me just put it this way. Alright? I know a lot of evangelists. Alright? And the original book of God to Christianity was the Aio Evangelios, First Testament, also known as the Book of the Messiah. Yeah? Nowhere in there did it say Isa, which is Jesus' real name, because the letter J does not exist in the Greek alphabet. J is E. Joanna, Ioanna. There's no J. Christianity was the original faith of Christianity is Greek Orthodox faith. Simple. I don't care what anyone bullshit says. The original cornerstone of Christianity was the Greek Orthodox faith, and it was the Aio Evangelio, not the Bible. Alright? And Isa is Isos Christos. Isa. That's why you see crucifixes with on top a little plaque that goes ISSA. Isa. Isos Christos. Άμα ξέρετε και τίποτα για τη θρησκεία σας. Μη με λες ξέρετε πιο πολύ από εμένα. Γιατί εγώ 2,5 χρόνια σχολητικά για αυτά. Σε παρακαλώ. Σε παρακαλώ. Anyway. Now. Upon saying that. Right? Isa himself, or Christos, or Anthropos, the prophet Isa, he said specifically talk to God yourselves. And he walked into a temple and smashed down all these icons, and everyone said he was crazy. And stores at the front, and everyone said he was crazy. Where did we hear that again? Or repeat events when the Prophet Muhammad was saying the same thing, and everyone was saying he was crazy. They're still saying he's crazy. So you guys want to worship icons? Do it in your own time. That's why if you go to hardcore evangelist church, they don't have no icons. They view it as we view it, shadow. And you guys want to kiss paintings and stuff like that and think that's going to get you closer to God? Do it in your own time. The only things that's going to get you closer to God is your pathway to God. Alright? Now I want to ask you something. How many times in every religion has people sworn on anything I've seen myself, God flowing through people? Okay? Lots of us. So don't say I'm fucking crazy. Well, I am actually. Actually do say I'm crazy, but I'm not wrong. Alright? When I start seeing God flowing through people, He does it all the time. Okay? Can I ask you a question? If somebody's driving a car, does it make the driver of the car? Simmer on that while I go back to what I just said. Simmer on that while I go back to what I just said. Alright, so Isa performed miracles this day, we all know. So God flowed through Isa all the time. Did He not? Just like He does other people, even in this day and age. Does that make everybody that God flows through God or the Son of God? Or does it make their mothers mother of God? Simmer on that while I go further. So, if I jump in the car and I'm driving the car, does that make me the car? No, it doesn't. I'm the driver of the car. Yeah? So, if God is theoretically say He jumped in the car and started driving the car around, does that make the car God? No, God's God. God's the driving force behind that car. Yeah? Now, if you've got a navigator that's Isa navigating you, He's the navigator. Yeah? You get where I'm going with this? He ain't never going to be God. He never was God. He never will be God. He's a prophet. You see? Now you all get caught up in semantics all you want. But a car can never be the driver just because the driver jumps in the car to drive the car. And the navigator can't be the car or the driver. He's a navigator. You get where I'm going? So you guys want to argue and hate each other and all that, I don't care. Do it in your time. Unless you can prove me wrong with hardcore facts, I ain't buying shit. Alright? Now, so when somebody says they're praying to Jesus to talk to God, I'm not saying I'm not down with that. I view that as shit. You want to do it, you do it, you want to. I respect you as a person, I respect what you believe, but I'm going to talk to God directly. I'm going to better myself according to His law. I don't need that third party. Yeah? I respect you, blah, blah, blah. Do your thing, no problem. You do your thing, good. I'm going to do mine. Full respect us, the rest of it. But that's how I view things. Alright? So, I'm not knocking anyone's religion. The way I view it is, all religions is one stump with three branches. That's how I view religion. One stump with 3 branches. That's it. It all starts from the same stump. Alright? So, I'm not dissing anyone. Full respect. But that's how I am. So the same way I respect others, I expect the same mutual respect. That's all. Alright guys, so things are unfolding now more and more. I haven't checked the news, I just got up. So I'm going to have a look at this, what happened in Bondi. It's extremely bad. Extremely bad. They say that these guys had a B place in Kempsey, next suburb over from where I'm at. I was hearing the choppers most of the night last night. But these guys originally lived in, what you call it? Out past Liverpool, what was it called? I said it before. Well, that much in my brain now, I'm forgetting things. So, yeah. We all got to come together as a collective. And all this fucking misinformation that's going around is killing you. One of these gorgeous ladies that I got an interim I follow her stuff. She follows my stuff. She's saying it's what's happening in Cronulla again. She's right. It's not. It wasn't to do with the Islamic community to begin with at Cronulla anyway. We already established that, but people still think that Muslims started the race riots when they didn't. I had a elderly gentleman when I was at Hurstville Pools, and he came out and he goes, we really stuck it to the Arabs in World War II and that. And he mentioned Solomon Island War, the war that was happening between the Japanese and the Anzacs. I'm like, good Lord. I said, first of all, the Anzacs didn't go to war against Arabs. The war that he's thinking of was the war in Gallipoli. And Turks aren't Arabs, they're Sultan bloodline, first of all. Turkey is in the middle of the Mediterranean, not in frickin' the Middle East. Yeah? The Anzacs went to Egypt to train with Magi and Islamic warriors, and then they went to, after the training, they went to war in Gallipoli. They didn't go to war in Egypt. They didn't go to war in the Middle East. They went to war against the Turkish in Gallipoli. Gallipoli is in frickin' the Mediterranean, not in the Middle East. What the frickin' hell are you on about? I'm thinking to myself. Yeah? Hello, did the Aztecs stick it to the Arabs in War II when they were getting trained by Arabs? They didn't go to war against them. They went to war against the Sultans. Actually, I'm gonna post some so you guys can confirm what I'm saying. I'm gonna post you some YouTube videos, just because I like to back up what I'm saying. Yeah, y'all forgot history. You're like rewriting history to suit you or something. Suit your tripped out narratives. Yeah. How the fuck did the race riots start with this Islamic community? It started because of Lebanese Christians. And a couple of Greeks were involved. And it spiraled out of control because of drunken fuel. Too much blah, 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 and everyone was... And then they started threatening the mosque up the road here in Lakemba. And that's when the Islamic community lost their shit. Up to then, nobody fucking knew what the fuck... In the Islamic community, no one knew what the fuck was going on. And that's how I'm just saying this because I'm Muslim, because back then I was Greek Orthodox. Yeah? No one knew what the fuck was going on. Until people started start doing happy laps around freaking the masjid and saying they're going to throw pig heads in there and burn the place down and all this fucked up shit. Which no one's got the right to go on anybody's holy ground and cause trouble. Whether it's a synagogue, whether it's a church, whether it's a mosque, no one's got the fucking right to do that, mate. That's all holy ground. You back the fuck off when you do that shit. Or thinking about doing that shit. No matter who you are. Don't go to anyone's fucking holy ground causing shit. Who the fuck do you think you are? Whoever you are. You go to a synagogue and start putting fucking swatch stickers. Who the fuck do you think you are, man? Then people are threatening the church. People are threatening. That shit don't fly here. See what I'm saying? You can't be going on holy ground. God gave us everything. There's only one God for all of us. Simple fact. Yeah? So, you get with reality. But, yeah, there's a whole lot of misconceptions already flying around. All this fake media shit, or all just to stir trouble. Yeah? No, these people don't want a solution. They want segregation. Yeah? Divide and conquer. See? People need to be thinking of solutions, not fucking people listening to these fucking dumb cunts with their false media bullshit. Yeah? Like I said before, question everything. Everybody's got a motive, even me. My motive is I want the truth to come out. Everybody's got a motive. Everyone's got that fucking MO. What's the MO? I ask yourselves all the time, why is this person posting this? What do they have to gain from it? Why are they telling me this? Yeah? Look up the Grim, and he speaks about 5th generational warfare. Russian mob boss, the Grim. I'll see if I can post it on the wall. I'll find it and post what I'm talking about on the wall. It's all 5th generational warfare. The Grim breaks it down better than I can. Yeah? The Grim Network. So you ask yourself, what the fuck does this person have to gain by posting this shit? Anyway, guys, like I said, it's a sad day for everyone. My thoughts and prayers to the Jewish community and everyone else that got caught up in things. Like I said, this is horrific. Yeah, so there's no way anyone can justify what happened. But these guys were Pakistani. They were not Palestinian. Yeah? If you want a quick lesson on geographics, here it goes. I'll go into detail. See, Palestine and Pakistan are two fucking different countries. There you go. I just taught you some geographics. Other than that, you guys have a good day. I know it's going to be hard, but try to. Alright. What else do I have to say? Appreciate you.